All right, thank you so much for joining us. I want to go ahead and start this meeting off. I'm here, Adam Welch. I'm here with Joe Kossow, President of the Board of the Arts Council of Princeton, and I want to launch right into the recap of this great year.
Before you can do that, Adam, I have to just formally call this meeting to order. It's my pleasure to do so. To any members that have chosen to listen in, this will be recorded and available on Zoom for anybody that does not, or available on YouTube for anybody that does not happen to make it tonight and is interested to hear what we talk about.
All right, our year in review. First, I want to talk a little bit about community. Our free community events bring creative expression and cultural appreciation to the masses. We afforded more than 60 free community events this year with more than 12,000 attendees. Our Dia de los Muertos event continues to be a town favorite, and this year's event was made extra special by the large-scale skulls created by local artists. Our second year of the Princeton Art Bazaar included more than 100 artistic vendors, live music by the Prisms, hands-on art making, and refreshing local beer courtesy Trump Brewing Company. It was a perfect day. We also had events such as the third annual Porch Fest, which was an amazing, spectacular, beautiful day. Our Art of series continues to be strong. Our Artist Chalet Winter Village, which is a town favorite in the wintertime. Cafe Improv, which has been going on for more than 30 years. We've continued our partnership with the Princeton Art Museum and continuing the Downtown Gallery Art Crawl. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. community event and art making is a town favorite. We have a lot of free exhibitions throughout the year, over 19 this year. Our hometown Halloween parade, which has been going on since 1976, took effect and was joined by thousands. We continue our partnership with the joint effort Princeton Safe Streets program. Paul Robeson celebrated his 126th birthday celebration this year, and we had a special event where we produced Robeson clay tiles. We had our third and super successful Porch Fest, as I mentioned. Our third annual Princeton Pride Dance and Story and Verse continues to be a town favorite. Education, one of our main pillars of the Arts Council, our educational program continues to flourish thanks to our dedicated staff, instructors, and students. We had more than 3,000 creative students this year, taking 334 distinct classes and 38 classes based on Zoom. Our education staff and our talented teaching artists develop and run online and in-person classes, including flamenco, printmaking, watercolor painting, mixed media collage, and ceramics. We continue to develop our printmaking studio program led by ACP's print studio manager, Dave DeMarchi, who has offered a range of classes from cyanotype to woodblock printmaking. Our instructors brought printmaking to the Arts Exchange and our other outreach programs as well, offering unique classes based on kitchen lithography and monotype and others on found objects. We are thrilled to offer corporate and education private workshops as well. Our public art is thriving. In 2023, the Arts Council announced a community-wide zine project, and we launched the second Princeton Sketchbook Club, which currently has over 190 people registered. Beyond our gallery walls, our artists continue to make a splash. Our public art program brought color and character to Princeton's Central Business District via 3 new temporary Spring Street murals. If you have not yet seen our asphalt art project completed with the help of the mayor and Bloomberg volunteers, we've transformed the once monochromatic lot into a large-scale piece of asphalt art. There's more and more color in our daily lives. Our resident artist program, another pillar of our programming here, we had 3, and we currently are running 2 resident artists. First was Kenneth Lewis Sr., who culminated with a lovely puppet show, which you can see on our YouTube channel. And we currently have 2 resident artists working, Gada Amer and Dr. Rona Harris. Our outreach. ACP is dedicated to strengthening cultural equity in our community. Outreach programs represent our founding ethos. Creative self-expression is fundamental to well-being. Our free weekly programs for Princeton's vulnerable and under-resourced populations offer the same high-quality, professionally taught art education as our fee-bearing classes. We never cease to be amazed by the talent and creativity shown by our community of art makers. This year, we've provided $20,000 in scholarships 350 students were engaged, 51 weeks of arts exchange programming for homefront kids and teens, 48 weeks of programs for low-income seniors, 36 weeks of our free after-school art club, and 20 weeks of programming for Princeton Young Achievers. In the gallery, between our Taplin, Solly, and lower level gallery, we hosted 19 exhibitions this year, which showcased more than 200 artists. The crowd favorite is our members show. Now for board voting.
Okay, thanks, Adam. Well, the Arts Council has certainly enjoyed a remarkable year filled with events, programs, and classes that all support our mission of building community through the arts. I'd like to recognize you and the amazing staff here at the Arts Council for all the time, energy, and passion that you all pour into what you do. You do so much to bring the arts into our community. As a member of the Princeton community and as board president, my message is the same. Thank you. The board of the ACP serves many roles. We have a fiduciary responsibility to ensure that we are protecting your interests, the interests of everyone who donates to the Arts Council, from the smallest donation to the largest. In that capacity, we provide oversight to make sure that your dollars are being spent expressly to support our mission. The board also serves as a close-in group of volunteers. We're passionate about the mission of the ACP and often join hands with the staff to help bring fundraisers and other big events to life. We're really proud that our board is highly diverse, filled with people that bring the perspectives of different lived experiences, different cultural backgrounds. Nothing makes our community stronger than the ability to appreciate, honor, and celebrate our differences. Our board is comprised of people that bring deep professional expertise as well. Members have experience in the law, in finance, in accounting, in entrepreneurship, in art making, in fundraising, event planning, gallery management, graphic design, real estate development, public relations, capital project management, and human resources, and more. As we grow, we continue to self-assess, to look inward, to see where we need different professional expertise and how we can find people with diverse backgrounds who have a passion for the arts and the requisite experience that we need. So with that as a background, it's really my pleasure to announce the results of this year's membership vote, ratifying 2 new board members and ratifying the return of numerous board members for a second term. Dan Kelly joins the board with an extensive background in finance. He currently holds the position of Vice President of Corporate Finance and Investor Relations for Church & Dwight and has over 23 years of broad-based finance experience across the consumer goods and pharmaceutical industries. He received both graduate and postgraduate degrees in economics and financial management. Dan is looking forward to leveraging his years of experience in corporate finance to build upon the accomplishments that the Arts Council has already achieved and to help drive continued success in the future. Dan will join the board as our new treasurer and serve on both the finance and executive committees. Caitlin Kolchinsky is a manager at the Mercadian Group, where she is a member of the firm's family office and individual services group. Caitlin has in-depth experience with income tax planning, federal and state compliance, tax compliance matters, and estate and gift transfer tax planning. She worked with companies in several industries analyzing sales and mergers, corporate planning, and financial and tax reporting. Caitlin holds an undergraduate degree in finance and a master's degree in taxation. She is a certified financial planner and has worked with numerous local nonprofit organizations, including the Princeton Area Community Foundation and Arts and Girls on the Run. Caitlin will join Dan and serve on the finance committee of the board. There are also 6 incumbent trustees who have asked to and been reelected to serve a second term on our board. Phil Clippinger is returning. Phil spent most of his career in private banking. He worked for Morgan Stanley for over 15 years and is a senior vice president and senior portfolio management director. He's also a founding partner of the Copper Beach Group, a wealth management team that works with individuals, families, and endowments. He graduated from Princeton Day School, went on to obtain a BA from Hobart College and an MBA from the Yale School of Management. Phil has lived in Princeton for the majority of his life. And with Dan and Caitlin, he serves on the finance committee of the board. That's it for the finance portion of this presentation. We're going to go on to other people now. Tammy Franklin has recently retired as the Chief Digital Data and Analytics Officer of Marsh LLC. She previously served as IBM's Vice President and Chief Digital Officer. She currently serves on numerous corporate boards, including Genpact, the Mutual of Omaha, and Kenvue. Tammy earned a bachelor's degree in English from Yale and an MBA from Harvard. She's lived in Princeton for 7 years, and inspired by the Arts Council's impact on the greater Princeton community, as well as its partnership with the Witherspoon-Jackson community, Tammy joined the Arts Council of the board here in 2022. She now heads the Fund Development Committee of the board and serves on the Governance and Nominations Committee and the Executive Committee. Effective July 1, Tammy will become the board's next vice president. Samira Ghani is a Skillman, New Jersey-based entrepreneur and community leader with a strong track record in nonprofit board roles, specializing in fundraising, event planning, and volunteer coordination. Samira is fluent in English, Urdu, and Greek, and possesses a deep appreciation for global cultures that enhances her ability to connect to diverse communities. Her nonprofit experience is extensive, including work with the Medina Community Clinic, where she supports health initiatives for underserved populations. Samira actively contributes to multiple organizations, including the Arts Council of Princeton and the Western Music Academy. She also assists local nonprofit organizations in promoting interfaith dialogue. Samira serves on the Fund Development Committee at the Arts Council. Kathy Herring has lived in Princeton for over 25 years. Before moving to New Jersey, Kathy worked in New York City as the head of PR and marketing for Bobbi Brown Cosmetics. Prior to that, Kathy was co-owner of Twin Hens, a nationally distributed, award-winning artisan frozen chicken pot pie company. Since that time, Kathy has focused on nonprofit work, serving as a board member and a volunteer for young audiences, and currently Sea Change Conversations, an educational, nonpartisan climate change organization. She is a graduate of Goucher College and La Varenne École de Cuisine in Paris. Kathy serves on the Fund Development Committee here at the Arts Council. Tina Motto is returning. Tina has lived in Princeton for the last 20 years. During that time, she and her family have enjoyed active and broad participation in various Arts Council at Princeton offerings, including classes, camps, art of events, porch fests, dance parties, gallery exhibitions, and various fundraisers. Tina holds a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology and a master's degree in industrial and labor relations from Cornell. She has over 20 years of human resource experience across multiple industries, including pharmaceuticals, financial services, and consumer manufacturing. She has worked as both a generalist and a specialist, and has most recently focused on team effectiveness, talent management, and executive coaching. Tina serves on the Governance and Nominations Committee and the Executive Committee at the Arts Council. John Thompson is returning. John is a musician at heart. His music has given him opportunities to play on many stages and to record on several albums. A lifelong Princetonian, John has made it his mission to serve the community in which he grew up. John started the first multicultural day camp for underserved youth in Princeton. Through the years, his involvement evolved into mentorship programs, including serving as a youth football coach for 16 years. In John's professional life, he has been in investment services, including banking for 22 years with companies such as Merrill Lynch, Bear Stearns, and Northwestern Mutual. John currently serves as the Vice President for Treasury Management Officer for First Bank. At the Arts Council, John heads the Neighborhood Committee and currently serves on the Executive Committee as the board's Vice President. Effective July 1, John will become the board's next president. There are also 2 departing members. Mimi Mount joined the board when COVID-19 was in full throttle. It was a traumatic time for nonprofit organizations. And here at the ACP, we had to pivot from in-person to online learning. We couldn't gather large groups of people any longer for gala events, like the traditional Dining by Design or Pinot to Picasso. And there was no way we could invite 40,000 people to join us in Princeton for Communiversity. Without those 3 annual anchoring events, our revenue picture looked bleak. Mimi led monthly conference calls to help us stay on top of our cash flow, to ensure we could meet payroll, and to try and balance our budget, even at the lowest income rates the ACP have seen in decades. Mimi guided the organization with her careful, accurate, and realistic presentations of our financial picture, and then she helped us secure several rounds of government funding that tided us over. And then just as quickly as things had become bleak, Adam and the staff turned things around. We started to grow and then grow quickly. and are now more than 50% higher in revenue than where we were at the beginning of COVID. Mimi's guidance was as strong during the happier last few years as it was during the earlier struggles. With her expertise, the financial management at the ACP has been managed extraordinarily well. Mimi's insights, care, and passion for the arts will be missed by the board and staff alike. Mimi, thank you for all your years of service to our community.
Thank you. Thank you. As to the second departing member, we'll get back to that. But first, more about ACP programming. Now, it's my great honor to talk a little bit about the Charles Evans Scholarships. Every year, the Arts Council is extremely honored to give the Charles Evans Scholarship. Tonight, we are simply announcing the names of those honorees. But in September, we will be showcasing their work in an exhibition that's going to take place here at the Arts Council of Princeton. But before that, in 2011, the Charles Evans Foundation endowed the Arts Council of Princeton with a scholarship to support exceptional students within the arts. The Arts Council partners with Princeton High School art instructors to select and recognize high school students each year for their artistic achievements. Many Evans Scholars continue their artistic interest in college and practice lifelong learning and appreciation for the arts. As a side note, one of the former Charles Evans Scholars became an employee recently of the Arts Council, Lucia, and now she's currently studying on her PhD overseas. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Charles Evans, who died in 2007, founded the fashion house Evan Picone and the commercial real estate firm, the Evans Partnership. His philanthropic efforts benefited the Alzheimer's Association and the Crusade for Fire Detection, a lobbying and educational fire safety organization. Additionally, Evans produced the Oscar award-winning movie Tootsie. The Charles Evans Foundation was established in his memory. Linda Munson, the president of the foundation, explains, quote, "Charles believed in empowering talent through education, mentoring, and training," end quote. The Arts Council is proud to partner with the Charles Evans Foundation and Princeton High School in support of our local emerging artists. Tonight, we are excited to award the next cohort of Evans Scholars. You can see their names on the screen. Each of the Evans Scholars that are named here are able to take classes here at the Arts Council this coming year. For all the Evans Scholars here today, please know that you are now part of the Arts Council family and that we look forward to seeing you and getting to know you in this year as you grow in your artistic journey. We also want to thank the high school art instructors, Jeff Buckley, Matthew Pembleton, Robin Regal, and Bridget Schmidt for their assistance in helping identify and name these scholars. Evans Scholars, thank you so much. Again, our heartfelt congratulations on this honor. We look forward to getting to know you better in the next 12 months. Now, for our donors, we receive so much financial support throughout the year. If it was not for all of you, we would not be able to do what we do. We have hundreds of donors, so please go through the website and help lift up all those who help make this happen throughout the year. This has been a big year for individual giving for the Arts Council. We have completed 7 new namings this year. First, the Timothy M. Andrews Artistic Directorship. This is an endowment that supports the artistic director with a gift commitment from longtime supporter, Timothy Andrews. The Judith K. Brodsky Print Studio in support of our new printmaking program. In this studio, we maintain the Trudy Glucksberg Print Project, which is a 2-year pilot funded by the Glucksberg family. The Ferris Olin Cultural Collaborative is designed to help facilitate collaboration amongst organizations throughout the region. The Lisa Patalico Dance Studio, which honors and celebrates Lisa's 25 years teaching with the Arts Council of Princeton. Here is to many more to come. The Andrew Siegel Gallery replaces the formerly unnamed The Andrew Siegel Gallery replaces the formerly unnamed second floor gallery space. The Andrew Siegel Foundation has been a long-term supporter of our outreach programs. The Rex Gorley Painting Studio names our unnamed painting studio. This honors a Black artist who was one time part of our board of trustees and had a profound impact on the arts in Princeton. The Carol Ackerman Studio was formerly the Digital Studio, named for Carol Ackerman. And we are thankful to all of you who contributed to those programs and also who helped fund all of our programs throughout the year. Yeah, I just had to share this again. And thank you to all of our community partners. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do half of what we do. So we're so thankful for all your efforts. And I want to say a special thank you to our volunteers. Volunteers are the backbone of the Arts Council of Princeton. And the reason we are able to serve our community 7 days a week. With a full-time staff of only 8, we simply couldn't operate without the generous volunteers who assist with our outreach programs and greet our visitors at the front desk. We welcome individuals and group volunteers of all ages. As a certified organization with the Presidential Volunteer Service Award, the Arts Council of Princeton recognizes qualifying teen and adult volunteers. This year, we had 28 Presidential Volunteer Service Awards being awarded. Now, the leader in the adult category is a volunteer who worked over 319 hours last year for the Arts Council of Princeton. That is Joanne Costanza. She is a dedicated volunteer that goes above and beyond, and we are so thankful for all of her service. The lead teen volunteer worked a cumulative total of 244 hours, and that is Anastasia Asia Morozosa. We are so thankful for all your efforts. Now, the membership, that's you. The membership provides critical support for our free community educational programmings, celebrations, and exhibitions that enrich, surprise, and inspire so many. When you become a member of the Arts Council of Princeton, you're supporting the arts that keep our town vibrant, creative, and inclusive. As our organization that receives no direct funding from the municipality, we rely on your support to keep us thriving in our community. Our community partners, as was just the slide before, our community organizations and collaborations are the heart of what we do. Our programs are more vibrant and accessible because of you. I thank you so dearly. Now to the staff and board. If it was not for my staff, Princeton artistically would be a much less vibrant town. All of this happens because of the 14 full and or part-time staff that we have. And in addition, our 30 part-time faculty. They carry the weight of the community and do so with a smile and full of grace. I would also like to thank the university and the Department of Community and Regional Affairs for all that they do to bring the town and gown together. They make for a great partner. I would also like to thank the mayor and council, town staff, and the police, fire department, and first aid squads for keeping us safe. I don't think I left anybody out. Oh, wait, I did. Joe Kossow. Joe Kossow. Joe and my tenure here at the Arts Council more or less align, though he joined the board just before COVID. He has, however, served as the president of the board during much of my time as his executive director. Joe and I have worked together tirelessly, meeting regularly to chart the course of the future of the organization. He has been a steadfast partner and a tremendous advocate for both my vision and for the Arts Council as a whole. Under his board leadership, the Arts Council has made tremendous strides in governance, policy and procedure, and in elevating our role in cultural equity here in Princeton. It is a tremendous honor to have served under his tenure. Joe is truly an ambassador for the arts, and we'll miss him dearly. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Adam. That's very kind. And thank you all for all you do to help support the Arts Council.
See you next year and throughout this great year. Have a good one.